Several months of the developers literally being silent and not giving us any info on any updates, we're finally getting update 25, or I guess part 2 to the winter update.
This update will include the dragon fruit, which we all wanted, which by the way, I will give some away. Just comment your username and like this video, but what is the state of blox fruits in 2024?
Why is it so difficult for the blox fruits developers to communicate with us and tell us when updates come out? A very good example of communication is jailbreak. The developers always communicate with us, they tell us when updates come out, they tell us every single thing added into the game, even the most smallest things, and they reply to their community and listen to us very often. Whereas blox fruits, which is one of the biggest Roblox game on the platform, of course they can't listen to millions of people, but they could always do polls on Twitter. They could always reply to their Twitter community, or even the YouTubers, but there's no communication whatsoever, even with the YouTubers literally making videos on their game and always providing the community with something to look forward to. But it's very difficult when developers simply refuse to share anything. And well, this is the issue. With blox fruits updates, they actually communicate with us a lot. When the update drops, they completely ghost us as if our girlfriend just broke up with us, even though I've never had a girlfriend. But this is a repeated thing, and this is actually the first time they've even communicated with us. Anyway, this is update 25 because they just take way too long to drop the big updates. We all remember when they dropped update 21 or 20. It was kind of underwhelming. A lot of the things felt rushed. A lot of the things just felt like they weren't even added to the game. And just that alone tells us what the future of blox fruits will be like. We know that apparently this rework is coming soon. A lot of other things like the bomb rework is going to be coming out. And if the bomb rework is happening, then a lot of other fruits are going to get revamped within this update, which is actually very good for us only because we're going to get some map revamps along with this. We're going to get some more revamps. So it's not just the dragon rework. It's actually going to be an entire update reworking all the fruits and the maps. And well, the only reason this is happening is because of One Piece. At the moment, the reason that the blox fruits update is rushed up and well, kind of delayed is because of One Piece, quite literally forcing and threatening blox fruits that they will delete their game if they don't change the entire game up. Blox fruit developers are probably extremely stressed about this. They're trying their hardest and working as hard as they can to change everything as soon as possible. So the next update of blox fruits, you will literally see the game be completely different. A lot of things within the game are going to get revamped. A lot of things are going to be brand new. The dragon rework we already know of, especially the bomb rework, but a lot of maps are going to start looking different. Literally what you see over here, all this texture is going to look completely different from what we see it as today. So the next update of blox fruits, yes, we're going to be getting it very soon, probably around July or August, but it's going to be a very scary update at the same time, knowing that blox fruits is changing once and for all. It might not be the same game that we once all knew together and grew up with. Just a little bit sad and scary to me, but well, that's blox fruits. They are the ones that wanted this to happen, and I mean, it's kind of up to One Piece. If they don't do what One Piece says, it's quite literally over for blox fruits.
But the good news is that I actually have leaks for a lot of these updates because I have my own personal leaker slash kind of a hacker that can show me the developer's inventory, so I actually know quite a lot about this update. So make sure you subscribe with your notifications because I'll be making a video showing off some of the leaks. I can't show every single one of them, of course, as I'll get in trouble by the blox fruit developers and they'll hold me at gunpoint, and most likely I will die. Unless this video reaches 1,000 likes, I'll be ready to die for you guys.
The player count is of course fine, everyone still plays, but I just don't understand why the developers cannot communicate with us when a game like Jailbreak as well, yeah sure it doesn't get as many players as blox fruits, but it can still communicate to tens of thousands of people no matter what. Even if there's a lot of 9-year-old children being like, please fix this bug, please, they still somehow listen and keep their temper. But we also have to remember the blox fruits developers have like tens of millions of dollars and like they don't really have to listen to the community, but even the developers of Jailbreak have tens of millions of dollars and even they don't have to listen to their community. I mean, the Jailbreak developers recently announced they're gonna stop updating Jailbreak, but they'll still do some cosmetic updates. That still shows somewhat of a little bit of care, and they'll fix a lot of bugs in the game, which means they will listen to the community. Whereas blox fruits, they don't really listen to their community. I don't remember the last time they actually took a community suggestion or even listened to someone from the community. And if updates take this long, they should honestly hire a much bigger team. Of course, we have to understand why updates take long as well, because like if we want very good updates, we need to let them like cook for a little bit, but like when you do let them cook for a little bit, update 20 comes out. But it's looking like they will be releasing the dragon fruit, which I'm very excited about. But the most horrible part about blox fruits is the new players that do join in and play blox fruits, they always complain that it's so difficult to level up. I mean, a lot of the updates they release are for high level players, and I'm actually on a different account right now, and I really cannot really do anything with the game. I can't really enjoy new Blox Fruits updates if my level is this low. A lot of the updates are meant for just high level players, but bro, even the high level players, like, they don't have anything to do in the game besides keep playing and grinding more useless quests to get to freaking high levels, to then unlocking absolutely nothing and wasting their time, and then realizing that they actually need to touch grass. So in a way, update 20 was mostly a cash grab, and the developers did actually admit to the fact that the game is mostly a cash grab. They didn't realize how big the game would become, but I guess them making this much money just means that they will continue doing this and we won't ever get listened to. I'm not sure how long Blox Fruits will last without them listening to the community, but I guess so far it's working, so they will of course do what they want. But the day that Blox Fruit dies out is the day that they will probably start listening to the community, which is probably like in a few years, 10 years. Does the future of Blox Fruits look bright? I mean, not really, but will it die out anytime soon just because they're not listening to the community and because they give us updates so late? No, not really. The game will still survive, the game will still do good, probably no matter what. Even if they don't listen to children's opinions and what they should add to the game will still do good regardless. And no matter what we do, no matter what we want in the game, it will probably never happen, which honestly is pretty sad. But the cool thing is that whenever they do update, they do hype the update a lot. But the issue as well with this is they overhype. For example, update 20, they promised a lot of things, but even before update 20, or I believe after update 20, they promised crews to be revamped and more bases for crews, I believe, and they kept saying it'll be coming soon. Bro, when? They say they're gonna bring out a lot of features for Blox Fruits and they have massive plans for updates and a lot of the things will be coming soon, but there's never any action behind it. They say a lot of things are coming soon and then there's nothing, or there's just not enough communication. But recently, an admin actually did say that development for Blox Fruits has been going quite well.
The next update is going to be coming very shortly. That's the only answer I can give. I'm sorry that you all have to be waiting for this update, but things just happen and get in the way between the developer, which kind of causes for these long delays. But this next update and the one shortly after will be huge. They're going to be huge. They're going to be ginormous. Everything's going to be changing in this game. This past week, a lot has happened.
Of course, this update is going to come out, which is basically considered part 2 of the winter update, or I guess you could say update 25 is being worked on and it'll be releasing soon. But behind the scenes, they've been working on other things. So potentially update 21 is being worked on right now as we speak, and it'll probably be coming out later in the few months. So I guess sometimes the silence means that they are at least working on something. The admin letting us know that they are hard at work and things are actually going very fast is good. But hey, bro, like, why not drop, you know, a little bit of hints for you know, YouTubers so that they don't struggle and they can pay their bills? But that's just me personally. Unless you guys are the type of people that just want to wait for the developers to finish things so that it's a surprise, let me know what you prefer, the developers surprising you or actually giving you sneak peeks to updates. I mean, the last time they did this, they took months to even bring out the update, and then we just kind of forgot about the update almost. It takes them quite a long time to bring out updates. I want to know your guys' opinion down below.